Hi everyone, delonewolf here. I'll come back for some more EVE Online. I'm flying the Dragoon, which is just a Tick 1 destroyer, so obviously I'm hunting for some of those rogue drone sites that are the mainstay, the combat ones I think at least, of the current event that CCP is holding. It's Sunday. Honestly, it feels like it's pretty busy around here in the Mars space. In the last couple of weeks when I was exploring here, things were quite quiet. Felt like I was alone and had a good chance at grabbing a lot of sites quite often. But yeah, we still have 4 people here in local, so let's see if I'm first or not in this rogue drone site, and then let's see what this is all about. It's not easy, so right away I am going to, let's say, head towards that gate. Although if I'm not mistaken, we can't just do an orbit right away, and look at that, immediately we are webbed as well. So let's start doing a little bit of targeting and start firing our missiles at them as well. And ooh, this is something that I experienced in my first go as well. They are super aggressive against your drones. So we're actually gonna do a quick recall here. We're gonna start to armor rep, and then we are going to launch our missiles at the next target. Drones are in. Now luckily the Dragoon is a drone boat, so it can also have a couple of medium Hammerhead drones on the field, which can be pretty handy, I think. But in the meantime, you can see webbed targets painted, so I'm really not going anywhere. And they're chewing through my armor, so this must not last too long or we will be in trouble. I wonder if I can... yeah, okay, so that's good. I'm actually gonna try and orbit this at 2500. Again, more of my drones are under attack, but the rogue drones do die decently quickly. They don't have a lot of HP, and so these small ships, these small weapon systems generally have a pretty good result, good application on them, although this one's still surviving with a sliver of stuff. And then when we combine our drones, well, first Hammerhead going into armor, which is a little bit annoying. When we combine the drones with the missiles, we do tend to do a good chunk of damage. So I think we can afford to keep going like this. We are still armor repping, we've stabilized, and this volley should take care of that nest sentinel. There it goes. Yeah, 2 of my drones in armor already just on the first wave. So let's allow them to do a little bit more. And now I'm actually also warp disrupted by one of the targets, who switches back to the drones. Those bastards. They really don't like us. Alright, let's do a return to drone bay. Give them a little bit of time to try and regen some of those shields. And then let's see what happens next. We should get a second wave after this. The Dragoon is actually a very good ship for this, I think. It's a drone ship, it's got missiles. The only thing you could say that's not so good is that it's an armor tank ship. It doesn't have a shield tank, but in exchange for that I get a couple of mid slots that basically give me this permanent tank, so I can just keep repping when that Hobgoblin all alone being massively targeted. Can you come back? What the hell did I do? On that one, yeah, the rogue drones don't like to see you enslave any of their brethren, it seems, so we're actually gonna go double hammerheads here on this start again. Half armor already, first target is down. Let's also get a fresh Hobgoblin out, fire missiles, and let's hope that they can take care of some of these targets quickly, because half armor on this second wave, that's, yeah, I mean, if you don't have like a good Tech 2 tank or something like that, you are going to end up in trouble. I could be, you know, not in the best resistance profiles, but look at that, webbed, warp disrupted, target painted, we're also cap neutralized. This does not feel like something that's easy. And then a slight advantage of having those buffed drones on the field, they'll take some of that firepower away as well while chasing after the bad guys. And although they have lost all their shields, we have slowly recovered here. There's half a dozen of them left. First one really going into armor. Let's do a return to drone bay. Keep hitting them, guys. Alright, let's see about the next one. And we have stabilized it again after this wave, although at the cost of a decent amount of armor again on my drones. So they really don't like the drones to be used against them. Okay, Nest Guardian. Yeah, the missiles should do plenty of damage. I'm allowing my Hammerheads here to do a little bit of that tanking, although maybe here I should try and avoid having them go into structure. We have stabilized. Let's see how my 3 missile launchers do against these guys. So that's just the shields, really not that great. And then I think we'll just use the hops and try and get this done quickly. Like that. Speed-wise, almost at full speed at 2500 around that gate. I don't think that that's such a bad thing. And then let's assist my drones now with these missiles. That's better. That's a good hit. And alright, they have, all of them have gotten almost full shields. So if I'm not mistaken, there's one more wave. This time I'm going to risk trying to leave my drones on the field. There's the next wave, and hope that we don't get like below 50% HP, which we did last time. So let's see if we can just grab them. Maybe also tell them to attack something that's nearby. That would be better. Maybe even stop this first volley. All of them are being attacked right away. This guy's a bit closer. Let's do that. So a drone-on-drone battle is happening here. At least that guy got mowed down pretty well. But yeah, most of them getting really low on shields. So let's do a quick recall. Let's add some missiles. And again, let's break out a couple of hammerheads. So that does seem to work quite well to stabilize early on. I think this guy's got most shields left. Let's do that. And then get back to it. And allow my drones to take care of the rest. So leave those hops out. Hope that they have pretty much full shields. You do want to manage that a little bit. Look at how much damage this guy is already taking right away. And this way my armor held up quite a bit better than on the previous wave. But again, a lot of damage incoming on my hub there as well. So I'm gonna do another recall. Let's see if I can take care of you with a final burst of the missiles. That's good. Let's start targeting this guy as well. But the good thing about this Dragoon, as you can tell, very strong cap, so I can just Afterburner and use my armor rep just continuously. Next one, let's smite him. Call up another Hobgoblin that doesn't have too much damage on the shields. Does make it quite a bit more managerial here. We gotta manage all of these guys all the time. But it works. And is this gate open? Oh, it looks like somehow I unlocked it already. I'm definitely going to finish the whole wave before we jump through. And again, super aggressive, going after my hammerhead there again as well. But we are successfully defending. A little bit of armor, that'll be okay. Just keep hitting. There we go. That's good. Good job, drones. Final one. Maybe quick final shots. There it is. Return to drone bay. Oh, did I unanchor from this? Yeah. Ooh, how the hell did that happen? I must have accidentally double-clicked or something like that. Well, that will give me a little bit of extra time to have my drones be full shields for the next room. Oh, and something that I keep forgetting, and of course you can collect your rewards. Haven't done any of those. Research sites, destroy the colony nest overseer, so that's in the second room here after a couple more waves. So we still have a little bit of management to do. And this is definitely something that's pretty cool as well. You can see you've got these rogue drone structures, you could say, that are being implanted here. It does feel like this is an infestation that is starting for some reason. But I love the idea of the rogue drones. Potentially their lore could be really cool. So if we get a little bit more story around them, that would be very, very cool in my book. As my little destroyer finished the first room. But yeah, look at that. At a cost. Poor drones did take a lot of that damage. Oh, and I got an event. There we go. We basically just got the first one. Can I click just to claim on it? Booster. And then I have to redeem it, so I can't use it right now. Alright, let's move up. Room number 2. Big wave as well. So I'm going to try the same strat again. Once I'm out of warp, drop my hops right away. So that hopefully we can get a couple of one-on-ones going between them and the rogue drones. And then, yeah, something to orbit. Can I even orbit that beacon? Big damage from the enemy. Yeah, oh, that's nice. I'll orbit that at 5k. My drones are attacking. They're taking a bit of damage, but so far they're doing alright. Just gonna take a random target here. Come on, guys. Yeah, there we go. Taking more shield damage. Can go a little bit more. Now, have to let go. Let's go. Get back, get back, get back, so that they don't take too much damage. But that's pretty handy, right? Have those drones take that initial brunt, so that you've got a little bit more room on your armor. Next up, let's see if we can take care of that nest scavenger. And then what I like to do, yeah, just drop a couple of hammerheads that have a little bit more sturdiness to them. They can hopefully attract a little bit of attention. And maybe I'll try it like this for now. Honestly, I kind of want to spare my hobgoblins as much as possible for the next wave. So let's do this. Hobgoblins, my mediums are being targeted, and then what I should probably do is try to support them as much as possible. Although now this guy, yeah, should have gone with the firing. There we go, good blast. Let's go after the forager next. They're holding quite well this time, alright. Felt like a big wave, but managed to do this pretty nicely. There we go, combined damage. One more hit, and she is down. Oh, I think we'll take the sentinel, yeah, or let your drones choose the target. And by now, my hobgoblins are fully recovering their shields. Hammerheads, yeah, they can take it. They get that extra HP. So good, good, good. All right, nice. Starting to learn how to do this a little bit more. Next one. And these guys are close enough that I think I can have them do their damage and then recall. Yeah, let's recall them now. Kind of want my missiles to do the damage, so that I can then safely deploy the hobgoblins again for the next fight, as the next wave comes in very, very quickly. Alright, at the end of this wave, I think we'll want to do a reload as well for the missiles, for the final boss. Make sure we got some left. Oh my god, that's a lot. Oh, good god. Let's return these guys to drone bay. What is happening? Look at the amount of damage that they are taking right away. They basically ignore me, except for the web. So, all aboard. We'll take the brunt of this damage then. Yeah, we'll go max drone capacity. He was spared the most, so let's do that. But they'll be chewing through my armor at this point. That was interesting. So don't do this without paying close attention to what's gonna happen, because they don't like your drones. They left me completely behind. I took 0 damage, and then they just obliterated my drones almost. Got through the shields in maybe a couple of volleys or something like that. Interesting, these colony nest scavengers seem to be pretty low HP. That's a good target for my missiles to like 2 shots. Let's recall the hop. We have stabilized again. So let's do that. To take a little bit of firepower off the field without too much trouble. Let's try the same here on the Forager. That's definitely... It definitely feels like a small target. And then my mediums can take care of the destroyers a little bit better, so that's good. There we go, 1 shot on the missiles. Second missile should be enough, so you go for this one. Alright, and then we'll take the Nest Sentinel as well with the missiles. Okay, well, another lesson learned. But I can just activate my modules. Armor just keeps going no matter what, so once we've stabilized we recover quite nicely, and that's all she wrote. Ooh, and he's already here. Okay, gonna try to maybe switch, because he does a lot of damage. He has to be taken down ASAP. I think I'm gonna use the hops. So that one's down. Hobgoblins, engage, missiles, fire, fire, fire. Look at that incoming damage. That's huge amounts of damage. I'm half HP already, so I need my Hobgoblins to catch up here. I was not ready for him to come in this quickly. I wonder what the trigger was. I may end up in structure. He's in armor as well. Come on, more volleys, guys. Left with nothing in armor. Bit of structure. Keep repping. He's down. That's good. Yeah, look how close this is. This guy is quite nasty, and there's the loot. Let's return these guys to the drone bay. And I thought I had one more wave, so that was my mistake, but we made it. We do need to repair basically after every single one of these sites that we run. And alright, 23 in loot. That was definitely less than on my previous run, but look at that, almost all of my drones are damaged at this point. And my ship's actually in structure, so I'll be heading back to Esesama. Where the hell are you? For some repairs. Very lovely backdrop, of course, a huge construct from the rogue drones. And yeah, this is how I'm planning to mostly do this rogue drone event. The Dragoon gets it done. It is pretty active though, can't just sit there and hope for everything to explode. You gotta manage your drones, your damage, your tank a little bit as well. But overall, this ship gets the job done, and it's just a tick 1, so that's pretty nice. That's it for this one. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time.
Drive active.